さあ、仕切り直しのディスコエリシウム。エリシウム。エリシウム殺せよ。
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
2時間かな
Attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there. Not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't yourself.
おやべ。こうか。飲酒か。俺な、酒はあんま飲まねえんだよな。ラム入りレモネードが必要だな。まあ、後でな。
Maybe later. What is this? Casual Friday?
カジュアルフライデーか。
Physical lax man attitude. You used to be passionate about getting your drink on. Show me you're still young. Show me you have the fire.
Show me you are still young.
Stain off the counter right now. Right now, motherfucker.
すげえ。舐めるただ少しだけ。
But only a little. Only with the tip of your tongue, because you're a pleasure.
俺さ、この内面の語りかけって経験がないからさ。
You could definitely go for some more.
お、酒を見つけず飲め、タスク。いいのか
？On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
ああ、低い。じゃあ、ここ薬を取っちゃおうか。
Does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait.
チュートリアルエージェントは可愛い女性です。
If you have morale damage.
うん。ダメージを食らった場合、左キーで回復するのかな？今日はね、このストーリーリッチなゲームを特に細かく読み上げることもなく進めていくだけの話ですね。うん。これが相棒ですよね。
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting.
このキムキラ、キツラギがすげえ人気らしいんだよね。
If the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Hello,
握手しようか。
I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
ゴブゴブだな。ああ、名前がねえんだよな。ちょっと待って、ここでクイック。あ、一瞬クイックセーブできる？あれ？お、クイックセーブした？あ、いや、違うな。ここに来ちゃうとクイックセーブできねえんだ。なるほど。一か八か。概念化。てい
Raphael
テロンチェック失敗。
Ambrosius Gusto.
ラファエル・アンプロシウス・クストでいこう。俺はラファエル・アンブロシウス・クストだ。
Well, it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? Then we should ask
まだ
him
話し
for
て
a
んだ。
rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right? It
現場
also
はこ
wouldn't
この
hurt to
裏って。
assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
聞き込み
Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree? Completely. Does that mean you took the body down from the tree?
あ、結局、下ろしてないって選択肢になるんだ。
Sure. But did you take it down from the tree?
木から下ろしたのか
So,
いや。
the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight.
7日
We
も
should
吊る
go
され
there
てる
as
し
soon as we are done
死体ってなかなかですよね。ならやるとするか。
Officer.
お、
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge?
ここは見つかったふりしようか。警察手帳のことだよね。
Oh, if you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it,
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
はい。キツラギちゃんとはいつでも話ができるんだね。いや、で、その前にさ、まあ一応、話すか。
A man in his late 20s with a thin, unimpressive beard. Note, could he be irritated with you? He avoids eye contact altogether, like you're not even there.
完全に仕方されてますね。
Guard, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
飲み物、飲み物一杯頼めるか。
No, you cannot.
Officer, I was thinking more along the lines of your name.
破滅を知らせるものだ。いいね。
What?
大いなる黄昏。その俺がそうだ。気にするな。
Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us.
これでこの死体を通報したのが誰かってことですよ
No,
ね。
I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie
通
who
報したのは
called
多
you.
分シル
She
ビー。
usually works the boat.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
ここで、タレコミをした人の、これインベントリを開くわ。インベンメニューソースは移動、ポーズメニューズ、キャラクターシートメニュー開くだから X かな
You said you just got here. From where?
てか、
Are you a local?
ボタン書いてあんじゃんって。これで、まあいいや。で、
What, of Martinez? No. I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
物静かな語り口調でいいですね。地域の案内をお願い
Yes,
する
I
か
know
も。
where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here.
I didn't
まあ、あんまりここには詳しくないってことですね。なんだ
It's your turn.
Yes, yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
なぜシルビーを見せ、ああ、これはな。
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big
この
one.
裏
Doesn't
庭に
want you to feel guilty of
死
making
体があ
it
るん
wrong.
です。
It's implied in his voice.
この内なる子やめてくれよ。なぜシルビーは店を辞めて一応聞こうか。いやー、でもな。
She went away because none of your business. Does she? Maybe she does. Maybe she pertains to the apocalypse.
迫り来る目視録
Sylvie is not here because I asked for her number. The dead body out back didn't help either, but it was mostly me.
そうなの
Appreciate that.
シルビーが店を辞めたのは電話番号聞いたからなんだ。
Thank
こ
you.
れで納得してくれるか。
Is it? Because I thought you were supposed to be investigating the lynching, not my employer conduct. What?
俺はフェミニストだからな。俺、所長フェミニストじゃないよね。俺自身について一つだけ知ってることがあるとすれば、それは骨の髄まで行かれるフェミニストってことだ。お前の
違う。わら。
ティーンポ、というのは嘘だ。
What are you, chauvinist then?
優越主義か。ああ、誰があの男を殺したかわかんねえよな。
Let's go.
Not so fast, Mr. Feminist. You owe me 130 real.
どうしようか。28% はきついよね。まあ選んじゃうの手だけど。
Oh, you don't owe me shit. Well, officer, you're right. You don't owe me shit, you owe me money.
We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instructions from him. This is the proprietor, remember? But you see, he didn't.
You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here or some backpacking arsehole off the boat. The next day, when they can't make their fees, they get aggressive. You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
おお、これはいける。いけるかな。
The words leave your mouth as you're walking up the stairs.
72% で失敗ってどういうことよ。ロードして。あ、これちょいちょいセーブがね。
So apparently I'm a bitch now. Okay, I'll be the bitch, and you'll be the broke cop who owes me money, and no one will arrest anyone.
Sir, leash in your tongue.
ああ、これさ、でも、日本語でフルボイスになってたら、そりゃそれで、だからさ、馬娘の声優全員でやらせりゃいいんだよ。そしたらバカ売りするわ。
The words nail the man to his place, unmoving.
Officer, you need to contact your station. Ask your people for assistance with the money you owe this place.
I'm sorry, but I can't let him stay here if he doesn't pay. He's 3 days on the slip. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, he'll have to work this from home.
これ自分の自宅の場所ってあんのかな？
Okay. Let's go.
Good luck.
ああ、弁償しろなんだ。ああ、ここで一回クイックセーブしておきましょう。クイックセーブ早くて助かり。
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before?
そうだな。
You had to be somewhere. Why did you say that?
ああ、シナプスの発汗せいで出てきた地名だ。ああ、じゃあ、信じて良いんじゃない？
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place? A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
もう戻ることができない高みか。
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
なるほど。まあ、一回出ますか。
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie? She is appraising you scientifically, the way she would an exceptional zoological specimen. It's not like that.
Why, you are, officer.
俺はハンサムじゃない。この
You're a
顔見ろ。
handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin. Love can be cruel, sweetie. Love can be
愛
cruel.
は時に残酷か。
You must forgive me. I'm getting so
そうかな。
scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street.
This Lena is wacky enough for the Motley Crew. Hire her on the spot.
ああ、これ、もう一個ある。ああ、一応でもちゃんとお話ししたいな。
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned
自分の
fox.
所在すらよくわからん。
Surely things can't be that bad.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
You know where we are, right?
ああ、でもこれ死後の世界っていう説もあるよね。だってイリジウムってギリシャ神話だっけ？ギリシャ神話で英雄が最終的にたどり着く黄泉の国みたいな意味で、ディスコはギリシャ語で教えだもんね。
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located? We're in the city of Revshol, dear.
レベショールという町。なあ。
Yes, and Revshol? How would I even begin to tell you? Revshol is the most beautiful city in the world. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revshol is a rare jewel. Speaking of
レアジュールだったんです
you know
ね。
what year it is? Yes? That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen.
ああ、ペン
Knowledge
か。
will always be rewarded.
Her relief is palpable.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
プロレタリア独裁がわかんね
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
歴史上、統治地区で連合と呼ばれる様々な外国勢力で管理されている国ってどこだ？あんま思い浮かばないね。現実世界だとなさそうですね。
It is quite disappointing, yes. A lot of people will... Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
その
A
革命、
defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
42年前の出来事。
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you?
You didn't do too well, dear. You really only knew what year it is. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things.
現実を忘れる。
Reality in a word.
歴史とか地名時計を忘れたことは現実を忘れるっていうのかな。それが現実なのかっていうのはちょっと論点ありますけどね。
The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no
俺
doctor,
曇りなき眼
such
で。
bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too.
She means this sincerely.
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
エレナは小さく手を振るが、ゲーム内では手を振らない。13時から厨房に入れるんだっけな。いい音楽だね。これ資金って調達できんのかな？あなたは？
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all. Of course. What can I help you with? Of course. Where to? There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really. The harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably. Just coast. There's a little
運河の
fishing
向こうには
village
運河が
there, and
続
the
いて
fish
いるだ
market.
けか。
But that got closed down ages ago. Oh, that's right there, in the yard.
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
期待ね。
No problem. Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here. I don't know anything about that either. As I said, I didn't write it.
Pig is a widely used term for members of the police. It's not loving.
こいつ誰なんだよ。
She didn't write it. She should clean it.
Okay. Me? I am just a gardener.
ガーデナー。
I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done.
ああ、仕事をしようとしてたんだけど。
She stops mid-sentence.
なるほど。
As you already know, there's a corpse there, hanging from a tree. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You
Oh,
have their body to
あ
do
と
it.
もう一つ、手袋を貸してくれないか。
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
おお。スペアがあるからだって。これメニューはどうやって選ぶんだおや、メニューはちょ。
Felt like springtime just a few days ago.
ねえ、でも日本もだいぶ涼しくなりましたね。あれこれメニューはアイテムを使いたい場合ってどうすんだろう ?X 押しっぱな。あ、こうか。こうね。あー、ちゃんと出てんじゃん。LT、RT って。今、靴を履いて、あー、手袋。で、アイテムか以上。ああ、バッジの紛失を報告。事件を通報したのは誰か。損害を賠償して現実について知れ。これ登場人物100人いるらしいですよ。
Hey there. It's the jam, my man.
お
It's a
ー。
traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long haul limbo for days upon days upon days.
ああ、これがトラック運転手か。
Days. Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
もう一度言ってくれないか。今度は逆速な
Everyone's
しで頼
pretty,
む。
man. It's okay. I've been here a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need?
働き者にいくらが金をくれる気はないか。セガム。ああ、ストレーキについて。ああ、なるほど。ここに長くいたんなら、
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that.
死体について。ああ。
Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries. A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no
おお。
way in or out. Some pretty wild stuff.
組合は何を要求して
Like
る
a
のか。
giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. Like a strike negotiator type. They know what's
ス
up.
トライキネゴシエータータイプの人間がいる。ああ、そいつを探
Ah,
すか。
yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon.
ワイルドバインズ側の交渉役。おお。会社側の望み
They
は、
want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
ああ、インフローの管理がしたいだけか。
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. Us lorry drivers, Cam, your nurse. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing. Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
おお、高級ハーブとか違法な火器を。なるほど。ああ、逮捕する。
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tractors and that kind of thing.
ああ、次のほとんどはスポーツ用品。ジャージとか。
They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident.
え、ジャージ欲しいな。
The Il Moran market lately.
お、一着くれないか。
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy. This rockin' beauty. Sure is.
このトラック乗りたいですね。
You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
ああ、いや、かなりいい感じ。
For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamrau and Laurent Bird somehow.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry. The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
うわ、セーブこれこの段階でクイックセーブできねえのかな。この段階でクイックセーブできるようにしてほしかったな。まあまあ、選択の成功と失敗もこのゲームの流れなんですよね。ああ、再挑戦できる。
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
なんか悲しそうか。
I'm okay, man. Just the jams got me down. The fumes, the chemical rainbows, the tarpaulin stretched on the frames and the dull engines off.
Maybe the full-on direct approach
ああ、
was
そんだけ
damn. It's
ああ、共感が上がれば。
Don't be a stranger.
ここでオートセーブかい。あ、じゃあ一応報告します。
Yes?
すごいね。RR だね。多分
Yes?
あ、違う。キムじゃない。
Excuse me? Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering things.
あ、監視役なんですね。
unaccountable wreck who has to be supervised.
Some you time? This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You'll still have your evenings to yourself. Please do. We wouldn't want your regiment to spill over into the investigation.
うん。
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number. Fifth vapor emanates from the large engine on the back.
声激渋だな。
This must be the infernal machine that tore you from it. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook. A pull-out a metallic drawer slides out from under the seat.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case.
He's clearly a little protective. The pry bar feels nice and cold and useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap. It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue.
バレットプルーフなのか。
Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
ねえ、でもこういうゲーム若い頃に若い頃若い頃だったらどうなのかな。ポリスノーツよりは100倍マシだと思うけ
There's
ど。
no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now.
そう、濃すぎんだよ。だから。そうなんだよね。でもこれ、あれ。このゲーム内のテキストの分量、ハリポタの全巻合わせるより文字量が多いってすごいよね。それだけじゃなっていう気がしますけど。
Don't even think you can drive my M6.
はーい。ステアリングレバーを指で
The
な
white
ぞる。
suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar.
金属製のクラッチハンドルだって。
This is the Kupris Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like.
Motor
Oh.
carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat.
The Kupris motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes.
クープリス自動車製、トヨタじゃないんですね。
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers. The frequency tableau lights up, and the green, the soft purr. of
ちょっと待った。
electrical kit.
This is Precinct 57.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? 57th, over and out.
In the cabin,
ああ、でも、まあ、あんまりあれかな。細かく、こだわんなくていいか。
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second, officer.
うん。
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st, come in, over.
a small
ああ、でもここはあれかも。クイックセーブしたかったかも。
10-4, what's your status? Over.
ステータスは良くないっす。
10-20, over. 10-18, 10-20. State your message, sir. Over.
身分証の紛失か。個人情報について聞こうか。
Your badge should have most of your personal details. Look over that. Over. 10-4, anything else for you, sir? Over.
ああ、経済的視。
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
Is it him? What does he...
He says he needs money.
Don't give that asshole anything.
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says it's important to the case.
そう、お金が必要なんで
Getting
す。
a red cent.
Request denied, sir.
1セントももらえないらしいですよ。
He says
同じか
it's
な。
important to the case.
He isn't getting a...
Request denied, sir.
So.
Anything else, sir? Over.
身分証の紛失を報告したらどうなるんだろうな。
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st
南方に
precinct.
18キロ41分子の
Small
中継
crowd
ブ
has
ス。
gathered around communication officer Jules Oldboy. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, a buzz with laughter. When
What is going on here? Did something happen?
What happened is my partner made contact. It's...
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely.
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright.
Yeah, Mac's right. This was some...
ああ、マック生きて
None of this is fun.
急に。
Sad.
あれ
That's why...
保土ヶ谷のマックって何時までだったかな。
We must help him.
あ、マック食いたい。なんだろう。
How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink?
横浜駅まで足を運べば24時間マックあるよな。
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest.
実はまだね、晩ご飯食べてないんですよね、俺。
Mac,
で、世間話をしながら会話を飛ばしていく。で、
this shit does not leave this room.
I guess I can hold on to the cloth for a few days.
その選択肢ある。さすが、俺、ウーバーイーツ大嫌いなんだよね。でも、この際やむなしだ。ウーバー、ちょっと待って。ちょっと待って、ウーバーチェック。間に合うか、ウーバーチェック。ウーバー、でもアプリは入っている。ウーバー。あ、ウーバーイーツのテーマソング勝手に作ろうかな。さあ、どうか。間に合うか。今ですね、マクドナルド。マック。あ、そうか。マクドナルドじゃねえよ。マクドだ。マクドナルド。どうですか？ダメか！横浜西口5番店はちょっと配達料500円。配達エリアから離れすぎている。
日本はウーバー的なの他にあるの？
ある出前館とか。あと、なんだっけ。所長宅急便とかありますよ。コープじゃなくて、オーバルっていうサービスもありますね。同じところぐるぐる回っちゃうんだけど。一個に届かない。うわー、横浜駅西口は遠すぎる。マジでじゃあ、ホームでいいよ。ローソンのデリバリー。松屋のデリバリー。松屋じゃねえんだよな。マックなんだよ、気分は。こんな話実況しながらやる？芝カレー、インディアンレストラン。ジョリパス。ジョリーパスタ、松野屋、魚民？マジで？唐揚げ、海鮮丼、家系、ピザーラ。ピザーラは宅配より取りに行く感じだよね。ピザーラって1時ぐらいまでやってなかったでしたっけ？でも、いや、猛烈に気分はマックなんだ。もう車で行こう、後で。はい、すいません。
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in.
はーい。で、
わらわら。
損害は弁償か。あ、これ何？何これ？時間を巻き戻せ。何千やる？何これ？ちょっとこれね、意味がわからんのだ。まあ、じゃあ、ピロピロってつけとこう。ついてんのこれ、ピロピロって。あ、ついてんね。孤独なき家路。袋があれば、袋か。 閉まってるってことね。
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the company. An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the...
Kudo, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games. Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore.
A single
入れねえのかい。
indicates that you ring the doorbell, but no one answers. All you hear is static, but no one answers. You ring the doorbell, but nothing. You wait for a
今のファッションアトリエ気になるけど
All you
ね。
get from the call box
めちゃくちゃあんだ、これ。
looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore.
マジで
This button looks new, but someone has removed.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
スリップストリーム SCA。
Static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
あ、嘘をつく。
My God.
あら、バレた。
Exchanges a look with you.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
これなんだこれ。
Ever since I came to work here, it's
え、知り合いなの？
as if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she.
It's so nice.
で
It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
She sounds like she's about to cry. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay. You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 main cards on the call.
一応全部押すあ、ゴブゴブ。ちょっと待って。ちょっと、いや、これはちょっと一回クイックセーブ。
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies.
ああ、でもこれはホワイトスキルチェックだ。
Whatever she
Go!
says,
あ、来
it
た。
can't hurt you. You're a different person now. All right, maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer the call.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
ああ、中に入れてもらえないか。
My God.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
It's you. My God.
あれまた同じ。ああ。待てよ、この女まさか。
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months.
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone
お
again.
そろそろちゃんと話ができるかな。
Since I came to work here, it's
変わってねえよ。
my mind's been wiped clean. It's so nice. It's so nice.
And then it hits you. She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed. Real or not,
くそ。
your mirror neurons react.
ただの録音とは
It
な。
feels painful to be listening to this. Her sound melts into the static from a long
泣きたいなら泣けばいい。いにしえの録音よ。
talking in the distance. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going.
お、このまま聞き続けようか。
In the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket. No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch your shape in dark hallways.
So... it was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens.
そろそろ引き上げないか。
Other mysteries to solve. Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
That is true.
じゃあもういいか。ごめん。甘く食いて。さあ、この死体どうすっかなんだよな。一応ハイライト、こっちは、いけないのかな。
バラバラ。
これさ、バールを右手に装備。腐った肉と凝固した牛乳のような匂いがする。これコントローラーの、お金？いけないよね。
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
低い。これはなんだ？
Nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted again.
これさ、右手のアイテムを使う。これ使えねえんだよな。バケツ？
Yes.
これレンチで壊す、ちょっといいっすか？ 28%。だいたい3分の1。ゴー！失敗。目の保養になるな。ロード。違う。クイックセーブ。はい。ラストチャンス。
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets.
もう一回。こういうプレイでええんか。マック食いて。
An inconspicuous pile of the because it's
ダメだね。諦めよう。これこのさ、釘抜きでなんかやるんじゃねえのっていう気がしてたんだけど違うんだ。あっち行きたいよね。
There are several footprints in the mud left by work boots.
わあ、これゴブゴブだ。
What do you think you are? A super detective? You are.
チェック失敗だ。いや、これはちょっと成功させましょうよ。意地でも、クイックセーブで。完全にテーブルトークの流れだよね。なんで ちょっとじゃあラスイッチ。成功すると何が起きるのかみたいです。いやー、今日はね、ようやく仕事が一段落、落ち着いた気持ちでゲームをしてますが、なんでラスチャンス。でもこういうゲームじゃねえんだよな、多分ね。この失敗も楽しむゲームなんでしょ。結局失敗すんの？ちょっと待って、これ 40% って本当？アイテムで一時的にスキルを上げて、こういうチェック項目に挑むのはありかもね。ほぼほぼダメだね。じゃあ 40% ってほぼないね、多分。そうなんだ。ゴブゴブじゃねえじゃねえかよ。いや、この死体どうしますこれ。おっと。
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, there's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flooding.
そうだね。証拠入ってるかもしれませんね。
What do you mean, feel? I agree. We should get someone from the remote viewers division here.
The lieutenant leans in to inspect the lock.
どうやって鍵を開ける？
We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
3% じゃダメだね。3% はねえの。なるほど。まあじゃあバーの店主に、この死体どうすっかな。この死体どうしようもねえんだよな、今んとこ多分。
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow, Kuno! 'Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
ちょっと一回。いや、でも失敗もね。失敗もありとしようか。
Oh yeah, Nappa Goofy, Kuno. Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the...
Yogi悪いぞ。
Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with
クソが強くなる。
see what that juicy shit is all about. I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning.
Kuno's riding it, see?
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
庭師ね。
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
ああ、こういうエネルギーには対
You
抗で
will
きない。
see.
うん。
This Post-Levantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with the box seems to
正面に2発の弾痕がある。
eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and Saint G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also. The mailbox does not know how to man up. It is an inanimate object.
え、
There is a hollow, saddened ring as you kick the Levantorie mail collection box. Your toe has suffered damage.
足を痛めた。
You really showed that mail collection box. I don't.
He must see the box as the weaker of the two, and you as a bully.
死にそうだけど。
Something he doesn't stand for.
マジかよ。この女の子もな、謎が多いんだよな。うん。おー。
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space. I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work.
外の女の子
Yes, my daughter.
娘なんだ。
She wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl? Wonderful. Did you talk to her? Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she learned into the store.
おー、俺は人間に点数をつけたりしない。そういうことはしない主義だ。でもこの女の人は点数好きそうですね。
Her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as Mayonette. As a young girl should be, with the proper attitude, she'll have a bright financial future.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid.
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything?
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
お、オートセーブ起動。お、いけるのか。
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
エンプロイズオンリーか。あ、ん
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams. Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fishhead charm at this.
Nothing. Why aren't you browsing the books? Don't you feel compelled to look at the books?
首にかけたペンダントいじる。
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the... You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
どうしようか。
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here.
There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you.
本気でカーテンを剥ぎ取る。
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
I warned you. You're unleashing forces beyond your understanding.
人知を超えた何か。呼び覚ました？このドアに何かいるのか？
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. Only an echo. No one is there.
いやー、17% は無理だよね。てい！
Ow. Shoot. Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the...
Are you alright? These look...
You feel something in your chest. An unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm. Your jaw. Very, very bad. This... All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all cop suffers final heart attack.
死んだぞ！ドアに激突して死んだ。嘘やん。はい、気をつけまーす。いやー、特にここねえかな。
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for an endless variety of sorts. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art. There's a box that says Wirral 3rd edition mega setting supplements.
買えるんだ。
A fantastique board game. New maps and miniatures.
ボードゲームってなんか関係してくるかな？
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family?
俺には子供がいるのか家族がいるのか？
It certainly feels like
気力が減衰。
Then you're a lucky man, officer. Children are the greatest of treasures. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize.
程よく体力と気力が減少。
brimming with worn paperbacks featuring rows and rows of Hyamdala men, maybe 100. Man from not even close. Man from Hyamdal in hell. Man from Hyamdal.
この辺関係あるの？
Man from Hyamdal under the lake.
通覚敷地。
Hyamdal.
いや、ちょっと進めようか。これは
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name.
アイテムはなさそうかなと思いきや。これは
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books.
本屋。
Whoa.
ここは本屋。
Hold your horses, little girl.
Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards.
なんだろう、カードゲームね。久しぶりにやりたいな、でも。お、少し質
Okay, sir. I'll
問
try
しよう
to
か。
answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
男が両方とも悪い場合
Not
は
very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that. Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting. Maybe some about other books? Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of...
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
こういう類の本を読む連中が有名になることはまず。ああ、確かにね。
But it does make the famous people more famous.
偉人ってのは要するに変人だろ
Annette's expression remains ever so helpful, but she doesn't say anything.
Okay. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss...
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling, but she's cold.
Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store. I
学
do my studies at
校
home.
ね。
I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker.
両方経験するのは確かにいいっすね。
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being
え
cursed.
カースト。呪われてる。
The window has been boarded up.
お
You
ー
sense the boards creaking.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
Yes, please do look at our wares inside. The postcards and board
あ
games about are all
他の倒産した会社の話も聞こうか。
Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were asking about romance novels.
現れることは存在しないから。でもさ、そうそう、養老たけしがさ、呪いはね、存在しないって言うけど、でも SNS でつぶやかれてる言葉って呪詛、呪いの言葉だよねっていう話をしてて、ああ、いい考察だなと思いましたね。だって実際その呪いの言葉で、 人が死んでるもんね。呪いってあるんだよねって話だよね。だから。褒めていきましょう。いや、お前ら最高だな。相変わらず。何もかも最高だよ。心と霊体とかあるだろう。ああ、もう見せてやるよ。
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir?
ああ、うん。
Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
ここはでも解決するかわかんないな。ああ、これだからスキルを振り直してからまた来るとかっていうのもありなんでしょうね。別のキャラクターで。
Can I help you? Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too.
I thought as much. And are you the only party who's
Well, yes.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Okay then. Maybe you're callous yourself.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
お、酒を飲みたい。一杯出してくれ。
Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this a shaker?
He sounds irritated.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie? Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why? Because I'm not a bartender. I'm a cafeteria manager. Is there anything else you wanted?
Play it calm.
じゃあコーヒーく
This
れ
man
よ。
needs to understand you need a drink.
さっさと酒を出すケツな。あ、
Oh, well, in
Hi.
that case, let me pour you a nice, big, refreshing marinella. Do you want that out of a glass or a
パイナップルの。
Don't be an imbecile. I'm not going to serve you a marinella. I have work to do and broken things to fix.
あら。
If that was all, I'd like to return to it. What thing? What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. No, you don't. Fucker. Lay off the swear words. They don't make you cool. Besides, the RCM doesn't do search warrants.
You do realize you can just go into the kitchen at third.
ああ、そうね。
Acronym for Samaran boxing. Graceful martial arts stuff.
Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit.
He hates the union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth.
組合専用ブースに誰がいるかか。ああ、確かに。
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later.
16時だったかな。
Even striking men.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
お、鍵ゲッツ。でもマック生きて、どうしよう。どうしたらいい？ウーバーは遠すぎるだってよ。
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock with a well-oiled crack. The lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
お、開けるべきじゃないだって。なんで？
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
オーガニックウェイスト。
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Baptiste Soleil cereal. There are among the threadbare kitchen towels something as the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from
the victim's clothes. Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Put them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets.
ギターブランドの青いジーンズ、ポケットは空。
He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there?
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
ワーリングの従業員の誰かが絡んだのか。まあ、それはわかんないですよね。
The fuck's he on about? Kids? You hear that, Kuno?
See? Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lead was
ああ、まあそうだね。確かに確かに。捨てられて鍵をかけられたってことだもんね。捨てるには鍵を開けないとだもんね。
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash can. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Nothing. It's nothing. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes.
Officer, is that your paperwork? It is. Look. The plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
ああ、これがあれだよね。バーテンダーの姉ちゃんが間違って捨てちゃったやつか。
Understood.
Be untroubled. If anything, this small moment has made him respect you more. You pick out a broken mug with an only in its social sensibility.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going
Oh,
to the
なるほど。
tab in your inventory.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all. You said you didn't want to talk about the ledger. However, now that you have it back, it would not hurt to start taking notes on the case.
そうね。確かに確かに。インベントリ。これか。
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the... There's a piece of toilet paper. Or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper. Desperately sticking to the back of the... It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics? Terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
トイレットペーパーを調べる。クリップ。白い紙を拾い読む。
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. If you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue. It's not though. It's toilet paper. Cool toilet paper. I mean kitchen tissue.
こういう変化をする。
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's
That thing, it's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
どうすれば
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks.
Oh.
Just turn the lights on.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the... They're not exactly white. They're Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse, handwritten logs on investigations dating back to January 51. There is, for precisely 1 more. 15 pages near the end.
エレナにもらったペンを使って、
You've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality.
No, actually. Any ideas?
吊るされた男。激しい怒りは鏡の中に安らぐ。沈みゆく太陽。棒についたクソ。棒についたクソ。いや、吊るされた男にしましょうよ。
Great. Great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good strong name.
Hangman.
We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Others appear more light-hearted. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done.
Yes, how very childish of you. In your and my defense, almost everyone in the RCM uses the titular system. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
ちょっと黄色い紙を拾い読みましょう。
You see thin transparent copy of
マック生きて
some neon yellow. Some then rip them from the binder and hand them out. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines.
違反罰金書。
Penalization, a tool for manipulation. These are quite sinister in turn. A monetary a tool for manipulation. A dozen pages of thin copy paper. Bright. Yes, all that remains now is to fill what delicious power hid within this pathetic.
お、体力が回復だって。
The rest of the
マジ
stained
か。
cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must
Sa.
the fragile copier paper. It's proving to be
失
harder
敗
than
かい
expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together. Try again later.
トライアゲンレーターね、了解です。で、
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
Mm. このマグカップは特にな、何もないか？
Understood. You're that kind of detective.
いや、これなんかあんのかな？あ、でも、何か飲むの匂いかも。なるほど。登れなくはないが、なるほどね。今、お金もねえしな。あ。
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
他に廃物入れの鍵を持ってる
Trash
の。
collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself. Thank you anyway.
店のスタッフは、あ、シルビーか。
I can vouch for all my stuff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene. Yes?
お、ありがとう。ペンが役立ちました。
Hello again, sweetie.
でも特に進展はねえんだ。さあ、どう？そっかそっか。で、あと、あれだ。
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his... The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canadian comes to life with a whining. The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light on...
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
ちょっとそうだ。シルビーという名の一般女性に電話をつないでほしい。
Yes, hold on. Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment.
Just wait. Relax.
掃除機の音かと思ったら違った。
残念ながらゲームの音でした。
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you.
エンジン音でしたね。まあね、今のね、F1 のエンジン音も、いや、元に戻した方がいいと思うけどな、ダメなのかね。
Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again.
Oh.
No, not me. No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people don't have the money to have the cake.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer.
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the court. No one calls the police. the union would get angry.
Oh.
You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is
Garbage.
組合が法なのか。強引に聞くか。
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the dock workers union.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. No, don't push her. It sounds as if she's about to cry.
You do? What else can I do for you? What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the court.
あ、やべ。さっきと同じ選択肢だ。
Garbage.
I don't know what to tell you, officer. I didn't call you because I didn't want to get in trouble with the others. With the... Yeah, go on. Well... You tried to jam it down the toilet, sir. Clogging it completely. I am sorry about that. Anything else, detective?
これ理由聞きます？まあ一応謝っとこうか。
Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir. What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring Gar into this. It's none of your business. I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again.
一応聞こう
Why
か。
did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing
ああ、ま
it, sir. Maybe, I don't know. I do hope so.
おお、共感。
Don't call me again. Bye.
待って。あ、じゃあはい。
No. She doesn't have a problem with you.
待って。92% でしょ。
Women and their constant That's where you step in. Your Lieutenant Love, matchmaker extraordinaire. What misogyny? You have to act. Think you can do that, Lieutenant Love? You're just a gimp.
Call was terminated by the other party. Anything else, officer?
ああ、一応41文章につなごうか。
Officer, over. Ten-4, your badge should have most of your personal... Ten-4, anything else? Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all...
Let me see. Right here. No, it does not.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. The first row has 18 dots. Not bad for what? You don't even know what it means yet. The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border. There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150. The last row has 3 perforations. That's it.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
俺にわかると思う
Fair
か
point. Let's this next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Wow, more than 200. It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in 90th percentile.
じゃあめっちゃ優秀な刑事だったんですね。
Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there. For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock Quarter, there are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
The lieutenant nods. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of a rat brazenly darts past you and
Martinez. Let me see. Right here. It has its problems. Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page to the right of the task description.
これでちょいと自分のことが分かってきたものの、どうすっかな。
Welcome to Revachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture. Every school of thought and government has failed in this. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM.
Silence. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
I haven't learned anything I didn't know before.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular.
Whatever you say, officers. Oh man, that's great. God, man. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine. It's about biological determinism. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge, you know. You might want to... People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be... Oh? Good. If we, the evening people, pull together, we can...
Lieutenant Kitsuragi's stern expression remains unchanged. Oh no, not too happy.
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but... apples. Yeah, apples.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Hmm. お、なんだ
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can... The back end of the cabin has a small perch to...
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy. Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his...
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial...
When you said before that you were down with racism, was it meant in earnest? Or were you just trying to win his confidence?
Well, now you've done it. Let's see if you can talk your way out of this one.
レイシストね。難しい。いや、簡単な話だと思うけどな。
So you don't find his views, say, unbefitting of a police officer?
Okay. Feels like this is going to be a discussion now.
Our position in Ravachol is already precarious. Many people think we are vigilantes as it is. I can't have them thinking we are racist vigilantes to boot.
Wait a second. Are you sure you want to go there? Even if you succeed, you're going to fail. Are you sure about that? Now you're thinking sense.
That's good to hear. I don't want there to be any unnecessary Let me say just one more thing. As you've seen, these sorts of attitudes are quite... I've had this conversation enough times in my life.
でも差別もね、骨髄反射で反応しちゃうとね、つまんねえよな。よくある話で終わっちゃうからね。もう一歩踏み込むとしたら。おーっと、怪しげ。
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island.
と思いきや。
A silver plaque. Not a good track record of mental health in that family.
五分五分。
Even by the standards of the Philip, well, he blew through his own maladministration, foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. Philip III's ludicrous bronze likeness.
なんでもねえか。話長えんだよな。そうそうそう。おっと。白いタンクトップ。ようやく服を着るときが来たか。ようやくあ、いいじゃん、いいじゃん。おあ、金落ちてんだ。あんな風に。うわぁ、シワだらけの。
Of a winter night fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter. No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to...
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone. Why? I just told you why.
おー、なるほど。
Stay frosty, every... You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down. Ha! Couldn't handle us. Cause gives the workers strength. Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side. I don't trust cops. I can see you understand, though. Right to work! Right to... Rights of people. Rights of workers. To have gainful employment. Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like, we have families to feed.
So do we, Scott.
Have fun.
うん、皆さんなんか入りたいよね。
Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I know nothing about a murder.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him. Interesting.
What are you talking about? I'm not tense.
Yes, he's tense.
Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
Why not? I see numerous reasons not to pick a side in this local matter.
Pity. Let us work! Honest men and women with rights to work. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now.
What's it to you? No, don't think we've met before. I came to help out. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
ここはまだ早いかな。
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
The physically impressive man tower has turned his attention back.
ここはなさそうですな。先に死体を見るか。お。回復アイテムゲッツ。一回クイックセーブかまして。
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says,
Oh, that's the tear machine.
A small cabinet on the wall is their logo is
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice.
アンモニアが欲しいんだよな。タバコか。
Green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of
Sure. If you want something, I can get it for you. But I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Don't ask, don't look, don't do anything here. Just go away. Get back to work.
あれ？一回吐かなきゃダメか。あ、いやでも、アンモニア前回変えたんすよね、ここで。あれどこだったっけ？いや、ここだった気がするけど。
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal spray.
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal. I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less. Uh-huh.
Eh. ゲロッとしないとダメですか？あ、13時じゃん。
There he still is, looking right through you.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up of his.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
3% ですよ。
The smell.
これめっちゃリアルだよね。ゲロの音。やばい。やばいよ。
Too late. Until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some at that young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow...
庭師の姉ちゃんからもらえるんですね。マック生きて誰かでもな、そのためにわざわざ横浜行くのもな、アホ臭いよね。
Officer? Sure. I'm done with them. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
ミステリーとはいえな、なんかでも展開が緩やかだからね。超スローペース。F1 の中盤が初っ端から続いてるみたいな感じ。
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to the ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in. The second time, not so much.
2回目またオトリアル。もらいゲロしそう。もらいゲロしそう。
Nor does the wind right now.
The weight is reassuring, like a krenel.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder. I've seen captains puke their guts out. Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough. I think I've lost my sense of smell. Not being hungover helps too. No. This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. And you need to get your shit together. We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Ah, 体積クソ圧縮機。なんだよ、これ。体積クソ圧縮機。これ複数選べないの？こっちにこれどこれどないすんの？体積クソ圧縮機。で、この別のスロットに何かを入れられないのか？思考の並び替え。ステータス 53%。53% ってどういうことだろうな。で、スロットが空いてんだけどさ。1スキルポイントでアンロック。スキルポイントなんて、ありましたっけ？開いた。 で、あ、いや、ねえんだろうな。
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
いやーでも鬼評価が高い理由はわかんねえな。まあまあ、スチームではこの手のゲームが評価されるのはわかるけど。
A thin man is smoking. As you step in, it must be his name. Garanzi. Garanzi, Quebec. Sounds representative. The man puts his cup down and replies something. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of...
なんだ、特になんもねえな。あ、裏口に出るこれ。
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery. The door does not budge. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? Yes, I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough, as a side investigation. Gart is the person to ask about this, the cafeteria manager.
あ、そうね。確かに。
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Oh, yes, that door. Sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
ああ、鍵は見つからなかったんだ。
Yes. Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes.
ここは何時からお、そっちあら。なんと。一回自分の部屋に戻るのもありかさあ。
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant gets
ああ、
around.
なるほど。時間を進めることができるんだ。ああ、ベンチがあり。
life? I'll be with you in a moment, officer.
ああ、サンドイッチでもいいな。
Have you no shame? Whining about
Honey,
I'm trying to.
These manly men are playing balls. That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath
お、高いぞ。
about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past.
え、何？え、ミニゲーム？
This felt wrong. Wrong like touching your sister's breast.
mon Dieu. Good job, officer.
There are no two more harmful words an athlete can hear than good job. And this was downright embarrassing. Your muscle memory knew what to do and went for it. It felt like you were going for a thrust or a lunge. There was
気力減るやつ。
Maybe you scored a point, but this is a fiasco.
What are you talking about? You just executed a pretty much...
How are you ever going to get the officer's shit off your nose, Gaston? Or even climb out of his ass? Right. Was it?
Yes, officer. What do we need from this gentleman?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law in Martinez. The union is the law, so can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you.
でも、これ微妙だよな。
And almost no future.
Ah, yes.
Oh, absolutely.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of it decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail. You haven't lived as long as...
And the worst part...
The carabiner doesn't reply, but his entire...
Oh, old Philippe was a big...
You can't even take your... That's why the Philippe...
Of course.
Philippe III was even...
Higher realms.
そんなストーリーリッチかな。
From what I've seen of the officers of the RCM, right?
ね。そんな感心する部分も多くねえんだよな。特に演出が優れているってわけじゃないし。セリフ回しも印象的かと言われると、まあ、普通かなって感じ。っていうか、そうね。まあ、完全好き嫌いか。
It's a thick layer of graffiti under the graffiti. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows. The metal feels cold and wet under your palm.
Wow, 袋か。ねえ、単なるポイント&クリックのセリフがクソ長え読み物アドベンチャー。おっと海軍コート。
Hey, up here, piggo.
The streets will flow red once more.
The streets will not flow red with anything.
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last...
Go where? Accosting a minor?
Listen to your partner, pig man.
She's grown frustrated with her work and welcomes the opportunity to challenge authority in other ways.
I ain't no snitch, pigstein.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a...
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant.
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
Hmm.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which the woman on the boat does not.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Oh.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that. Can't you tell? I haven't really started it yet. Yeah? Thanks. I'm sure the
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
Watch your back, Ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Volumetric ship compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit.
Hmm?
A sturdy little dog guards the southwest. The door rattles again. The door rattles again.
Stop banging on the door. I'm not letting any more straight. The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No, I already told you. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Backyard door? There must be another entrance to the east.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
There is no reply. The door rattles again.
Stop banging on the door. I'm not letting... The police? Everyone? No. Go check the
backyard door. There must be another entrance.
別のルートからか。向こうには行けないよな。あ、行けんのか。さあ。
A striking woman leans again.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM. I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the...
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that his record...
How interesting.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41.
He looks at you expectantly. Then it dawns on...
How curious. Why is that?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the... Oh, dear. I do believe you, naive as that may seem.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional.
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm...
どうしましょうね。
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually
92
arrangement. She's a negotiator. Just float a favor at her. Insinuate.
餌をちらつ
I
かせ
will
る
be
か。
frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be...
Detective, a word in private before we continue. This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman. This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser.
まんまと手玉に取られちゃっ
Doesn't let
た
it。show. But there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we're siding with the Union, or that we are on their tail. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
ああ、揺さぶった方が良かったのか。でも揺さぶる余地なかったけど
What can I
な。
help you with? It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff. Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link. The lorries. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbor into
これでトラック運転手から何かを聞き出せばいいんですね。
I will share company.
You'll be indebted to her, in a way, but one step ahead of the Union in another.
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate.
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, though she's clearly not the type your typical lorryman would confide in.
Yes? Excellent. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I suspect the traffic jam won't just... In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it? Look at that lady. Take a gander. A well-kempt, yet tastefully shook, while dull orange pearls hang. Now look at you. You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too... Yes, you should be able to take care of... Oh God, the lieutenant is here too. Do not dishonor...
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
お、五分五分。
I am sorry. It just doesn't come out of your mouth.
金。
Excuse me? I didn't hear you.
What you meant to say was,
Of course, detective.
でもこれ今日の宿代は稼がないとなんだよな。こっち通れんの？
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
いや、無理だね。お。
There must be another way into the building.
うるせえ。バグ？
You see a young man on a balcony.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
怖い。わら。
びっくりした。
Sorry, I don't have time for this. I just want to finish my cigarette and be gone.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness.
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme.
We will remove the body as soon as possible.
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you? No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
You didn't answer the question.
I had a friend over. It was my Sunday friend.
Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. He doesn't reply. Gesturing no with his cigarette.
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
No. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance? For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
But, hold on. What's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there. If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
A stone, like any other. There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments and the man will just have to go in and see.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says it's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise. No reply. This door has been closed with a padlock. No reply. This door has been... No reply. It's a solid lump of...
You seem committed to it, so go on.
What are you doing? You're trying to cut the body...
I believe it's the shackle you mean to cut, Detective.
He's just trying to help. Don't take it bad.
Perhaps you should give it another go.
No reply. What are you doing? You're trying...
I believe it's the shackle you mean to cut, Detective.
He's just trying to help. Don't take it bad.
Perhaps you should give it another go.
It's a solid lump.
You seem committed to it.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11. What are you doing?
I believe it's...
He's just trying to help.
Perhaps you should give it another go.
What are you doing?
I believe it's the shack...
He's just trying to help. Don't take it.
Perhaps you should give it another go.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number. What are you doing?
I believe it's the shack...
He's just trying to help.
Perhaps you should give it another go.
What are you...
I believe it's the shack...
He's just trying to... This door has been closed with a padlock. The shackle snaps like a twig.
After you, Detective.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man.
He's known as the father of science. The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
You hear someone walking around inside. Rearrange. The walking stops abruptly, but you can feel tension on the other side. A poor communard from the looks of it.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
A poor communard.
Do I have to? Do you have?
Let's go.
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis. Go ahead, then.
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry. Pea-brain, someone played a trick on you. Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez, like Sims.
Oops. You really didn't get the joke there.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
Yes, I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always...
Somewhere in the building, a child stopped.
What's he in trouble for? Talk? He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
I'm no one. Just... if you can call... It's barely bigger than a...
The piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But, yeah, I can see that.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
You ain't seen nothing yet, Piggy Boo.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collect. Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity... crinkled chewing gum wrapper. The worn label reads, Tutti Frutti. It smells... Good question. There is no answer or secret phrase written on the... Drawn by regret. Stop before you hurt yourself with a Tutti Frutti wrapper. Throw it. You carefully fold the wrapper into a square before putting it back into your pocket.
Yes? Yes?
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman. The hell am I supposed to know? People come and go. No one lives there. Impossible. Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a great. Young people. They're... Oh, that one is a scientist. I think he's something to do with all those stars around his... The symbol of what and how? Ah, all I know about politics. The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief. You hear someone walking around inside.
Excuse me?
There's no sweet talking your way in there. Be official.
Oh, come on!
That was smart.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates.
Her voice is really cheerful, despite her obviously hating you.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but very well, but please make it quick. I need to be back in La Delta in an hour. Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us, and again, I have no idea how a hole in the wall. Can you...
The sum must have been puny. Oh, it irks her. The incompetence.
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both. I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place. It was some kind of a moribund old man, but that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? Of course.
Give me a moment. I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them. Oh, I do like wizards. And people like...
She means clairvoyance.
I know. If you can call it living. Either it's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. Ask away, policeman.
She mumbles some kind of a response. Wow, you work hard. Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. Oh, yeah. Like a horse. Look at yourself. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is hard. That's just what it's like. Life and death. It ain't easy. But you, sure. And are you rich? That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave and you're still practically a hobo. Why? Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me because of the taxes. G-Man's got his jam covered every time you wipe 98% of all your money. What are you, a racist? Don't be a racist. Be a cool immigrant, ultra-liberal. Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous fight. This door is made of metal and appears to be number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony.
Let's see if anyone's home.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening. We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good? Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28.
Remember, tomorrow. He's probably gone for today. The dented yellow mailbox greets. The mail collection box has. There is a hollow. Your toe has suffered damage.
Cool. You really showed that mail collection.
The lieutenant pats the. There he still is.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up if it.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. The man before you is naked, but the material appears delicate and these are clearly not.
Indeed. Technically speaking, ceramic plate. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous. The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if we should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic. The cadaver slowly twists. The hangman's knot is put.
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries. Yes, it looks like they use whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves. A noose is one of those things. That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle. The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing? Then you should ask me the first moment we get. It's not merely polyester. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
The cadaver hangs. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso. His corpse is marked by stars, alcohol, and heartbreak.
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination. I agree.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small...
Shit, Kuno!
An instant color camera.
This is the first time he openly...
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a...
In case we need it. Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it? It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. Sure, just don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by. His eyes are milky, dark brown hair. Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man...
I'm gone. Maybe I was getting my Rocks off. Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you? Captain Coppadromo, I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. I'm a joke. Look at me. A killer. A motherfucker. Go ahead, Coppo. Into the wild pale yonder. In the past, what do you mean? It's the power of your imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking lie because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want coming right up? Copperoonie. This is getting up. Fuck no. You're no Rooney. Listen to yourself. You're not a Raphael anything. You're probably just Harry or something. That's right. Harry. You can be anything you want, brother Coppo. Love did me in, brother Coppo. It was love all along. Because you have. Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into my eyes. Standing here. Why are you investigating my
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest. And it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands.
Do I remind you of someone? No, not quite. You sure I got out of that one? Coppellini. Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manner.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted the cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and...
Of course. You have questions, don't you? Come back later, Coppo.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How? It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work.
Yeah, now we're talking.
No miss!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said.
I'll blow his head off.
Take it!
Yeah, take the...
Silence, and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls.
God damn it.
He feels bad about it. About his eyes, mostly. Just having bad eyes.
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance. It's bad as it is, us shooting firearms like punks.
They only have one.
Oops.
This is the
Officer, why do we only have one gun? That is even more unfortunate than the badge. You need to contact your station.
We're not off to a good start.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana boyka. Take it and shoot yourself in the...
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno?
The buckle comes into focus in your sights.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss. Do it! Set me free!
You feel as though it would be dangerous to set this creature free.
Don't.
Do it! Put it right here, Mulka! Right here!
Intense shit, copper.
Could waved his gun!
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional.
Look, he's crying! You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
The lieutenant takes the...
Fucking pussy didn't shoot!
Didn't shoot me. There is sincere disappointment on her face.
We need to access the harbor and ask the leader of the Union to have it taken down. They have the tools, and they have men. I did not want us to be indebted to Evrard Clare. I wanted us to be able to deal with it ourselves.
You need to suck my dick! Why the fuck am I still alive?
The leader of the Union, a dangerous and corrupt man.
The man... The man before you is naked, but for a pair of the material appears delicate. These are clearly not boots. They're...
Indeed. Ceramic plate, under the heel. Fair weather.
This feels dangerous. The stench feels...
Stop! Pig's gonna...
Brutal!
You're about to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
Yes, that's what I said. You'll compromise the coroner's case. What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot? For a full set of armor, I wouldn't blame you. But these boots...
It's hard to get to read.
There's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter...
You're sure there's a way to peel them off. But first, the body needs... Alright then. You can pay the hostel bill in honor points. How many honor points? Of course there are. You still feel as though there might be some honor point.
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
こっち、いや、違うんだよな。あれ来た来た来た。何はーい。いや、これ評価いいのわかんないね。ムードは確かにありますけどね。そう、旗から見てても特にやりたくなるような要素は、そんなにない気がするもんね。えなこかわいい。いや、えなこかわいいよね。じゃあ、アツヘイムに戻るか。あと、アルティメットフィッシングシミュレーターもあるんだ。いや、めっちゃ期待してたのにな。で、2回目のプレイでなんか、こう、心落ち着かせてプレイしたところ、新しい気づきがあるかなと思いきや、なかったですね。腹減った。そう、飯食ってねえんだよ、まだ俺。飯食おう。何食おうかな。いや、マックはな、わざわざ車で行くような感じじゃないよね。よいしょ。はい、じゃあ皆さん、次回 F12022 で会う。とか、そんな感じかなと思います。いやー、ちょっとダートオーバル復帰したいかな。いや、もうやるもんねえんだもん、だってし。でもまあ、9月、10月はちょっと忙しいですけどね。ただ WRC ジェネレーションがやべ、スラック切るの忘れてた。だから WRC ジェネレーションが WRC ジェネレーションが12月か。12月でしたっけ？ Steam。WRC ジェネレーション出てくるんだっけ？ジェネ。そういえば、プレイ動画ももう出てた気がするな。WRC ジェネレーション WRC オフィシャルゲームスティームだけど、残念ながら、やっぱ12月だ。これ発売日伸びたよってアナウンス、見てねえけどな。これ10月になるとかある？画面ブラーでしたね。ブラーブラーブラー。ちょっと待ってじゃあ。ブラーブラーブラーブラー。ブラーブラーブラーブラーブラー。これ追加された？そうだ、それ。10月13にコンソール。で、ノーベンバーに PC だって。PC 版後なの？おい、ケイティふざけんなよ。買わねえぞ、もう。プレステ5買うぞ。嘘やん。マジか。ノーベンバーオン PC とか言う？でももう日本語対応決まってんだ。コンソール先なの？マジで、ターミネータ いやー、でもあとはねえよな、もう特に。あ、オートモビル札バージョン 1.4 だけど、でも3000とかなんだ。でも 90% じゃん。9000円。これさ、ダートパックいつ出んだよ。ふざけんなよ。あ、買っちゃったんだよな、俺2。あ、だよね。インライブラリーだもんね。そうそう、最初さ、ダートパック出すって言ってたのに全然音沙汰ねえけど。ミッドナイトゴーストハントね。いや、あとなんだろう、VR 彼女。F1 マネージャーね。いやー、でもこれもなー、あれベリーポジティブってどういうこと？ええあ、出たのこれ。うわ、すごっ。出たの？モストリーポジティブじゃん。でも75なんだ。意外。ポテンシャルはあるけど、ポジティブ、サムズアップはできないよ。うん。メインイシュータイヤですって。タイヤのバランスが良くないんだ。なるほど。コンパウンドの違いが、十分ではないって感じか。タイヤの、デグラデーションは、ハイテンプチャー、高温でもそれほどでもないって感じ？なるほど。デグラデーションがラップタイムに与える影響が少ない。というわけで、ミディアムタイヤで、めちゃくちゃプッシュしてほとんどのレースを、タイヤの摩耗とか気にせず進められる。そうなんだ。カーデベロップメント、トラフィック、レース、意外と、そうなんだ。長えな。モアカジュアルか、コンペアというモータースポーツマネージャー、これ、すっげえ面白いですからね、これ。でもこのさ、モータースポーツマネージャー続編を出してほしいんですけど、モッドとかあるものの。そうなんだ。で、これね、このモータースポーツマネージャーシリーズの続編ってモバイルにね、移行しちゃってるんですよね。なるほどね。2013年バージョンはもうちょっと深みのあるもん。逆にでも深みなくっていいんじゃないかなっていう気はしますけどね。どうですかね。モータースポーツマネージャーと比較してか。なるほどね。なんでこれ、アセットコルサとアセットコルサコンペティズ4の話をしてんだ。なるほど。Best things that have been happened. そうなんだ。そうだね。別にカジュアルでもいいんじゃないかなっていう説は若干ありますけどね。チェンジドライバーとチームスタッツとか、あと、エアロダイナミックス、要はデザイナーですよね。デザイナーとかその辺が、 でもこの F1 マネージャーの今後としては、まあ、マイチームとかが入ってくる来年バージョンかわかんないですけど、入ってきつつ、あと伝説のドライバーとかさ、伝説の、まあ、フランク・ウィリアムズとか、ロン・デニスとか、伝説のチーム監督、トム・ウォーキンショーとか、ニューウェイとか、ジョニー・ハーバードじゃねえや。ジョン・バーナードとか。まあもちろん、セナ、シューマッハ、パトレーゼとか。そういうドライバーもね、入ってくるんだろうなっていうのはなんとなくわかりますけどね。まあでも言うほどよかねえって感じか。いや、でもまあ、ていうか発売してたんだ。全部このやつ持ってんじゃん。へえ。なんだし、うわ、やべ。いや、でもこれはね、あんま興味なかったんだよな、もともと。どっちにしろ。どっちにしろ興味なかったんよ。あー、普通にもう Now Available って出てんじゃん。マジかよ。マジか。いやー、でも、ディスコエリジウムはめっちゃ期待してただけにな。めっちゃ期待してただけにな。でもサイですか。深みのない。そうね。逆にカジュアルに F1 運営シミュレーションを楽しめるっていうのはいいと思いますけどね。あと、コードマスターズの F1 シリーズとコラボレーションできるかもしれないし。この F1 マネージャーで、作成したチームを F12022 とか2023とかにインポートするとか、そういう方向も全然ありえますもんね。でも買うか買わねえかで言って、でもお値段もさ、5700円で結構お手頃なんですよね。いやー、でもショックなのがさ、WRC11、PC が12月って何よ。コンソールが遅れるのわかるけどさ、PC5000 円だ今回。マジかよ。まあいいけど別に。モンハン売れてんの？グローバル見る？うわー、売れてるね。まあ5700円ってね、いい値段ですよね。ほんとちょうどいい気がする。で、なんか、あれか、でも DLC ってもうないよね。DLC は出したところでっていう、出せる要素がないもんね。だからこの F1 マネージャーは、今後の2023とか2024あたりさらに期待できるんじゃないかなっていう気はしますけど、今のところ、まあ、かなり、手堅い感じの仕上がりなんだろうなっていうのは、スチームのレビュー見ててわかりますね。で、まあ、モストリーポジティブだからまあ、で、今後どうなるかですよね。発売したばっかりなんで、こっから、さらに踏み込んで、ね、プレイした時にどうなるかですよね。モータースポーツマネージャーもう一回やろうかな。全然ありだけどな。あとは、トータルローか。エルデンリング、ダイイングライト。てってねー。ストレイ。いやー、ディスコエリジウムなー。未だに。やりたいけどね、F12022。フォルザホライズンもなー。確かにね。てか、スタディウバレット、そのパクリが、サイドバイサイドだけど。これが98？ 恐ろしい。ヒットマンセール中なんだ、今。ヒットマン3もね、プレイするのありだけど。プロジェクトゾンボイドぜひ。これ本当にね、一押しなんで。テラリア、ぜひ。980円だよ。ぜひぜひ。 マリカの PC 版出ねえかな。マリカの PC 版出ねえかな。モンスターハンターね。ああ、パスファインダー。これ評判いいって話を聞いた気がするけど。あ、違う違う。これから発売、いや。DLC だ。いや、ないね、特に。マジか。あとそういえばスライムランチャー2も出るんだよね。あれもうすぐじゃなかったでしたっけ？あと、スタディバレーのさ、作者の新作も開発中っていう話を聞いたけど、いつ仕上がるんでしょうね。っていうか腹減ったなぁ。好きや松屋2時までですよ。ないかな。ダークソウル。スノーラナ辛いんだよな。スノーラナ辛いんだよな。やっぱロックスミスか？アセコル。俺、ペイデーもな、持ってんだけどな、やってねえっていうね。アイレーシング。ダートオーバルいいですよ。じゃあ、あと今後の期待は？でも結局のところ、PGA はいつでしたっけ？8250。タイガーウッズ。ね、10月14。もう来月じゃん。ひょー。これが楽しみってどうなんだろうな。シゲコ復活ですね、これ。左打ち。ね、アルティメットフィッシング3000円。VR もあるんだ。へー。エスケープシミュレーター。いやー、今んとこねえかな、特に。やばい。いや、ディスコエリジウム刺さんなかったな。残念っすわ。よし、寝ようか。っていうか腹減った。なんかこう。じゃあ多分、アツヘイムに戻ることになるかなと。あとなんか俺ゲーム買った気がするけど何だったかな。あれなんか買った気がするんだ最近。何だったっけな。ホットリリースはあれ、ホットリリースってどっから見るんだっけ？アップカミングじゃねえな。ここだ。ニュー&トレンディングで言えば、F1 マネージャー、ドリームハッカー。いや、ソウルは、9000円すんのこれ。マジで売れてんのかな？いや、521か。厳しいね。懐かしいね、ソウルハッカーズ。これ結局ラスボスの体力がエグすぎてクリアできなかった記憶があるな。 スーパーピープル。オーバークックいいかも。久しぶりに。オーバークックいいかもね。アップデート&オファー。あとなんかいいレコメンデーションくれねえかな。まあね。ゲームパス復活もありかな。いや、なんだかんだ、マイクロソフトフライトシミュレーターもちょっとな、稀にやりたくなるよね。でもロード96もいいゲームでしたよね。おーっと、どうします？フレッシュウーマン。いきますか？フレッシュウーマンフレッシュウーマンって、どうなんだよ。フレッシュウーマンか。レディオアノットね。ねえ、これ7000円は安いよね。ある意味。ねえ、ペルソナ4ゴールデンもな、めっちゃ気になってたんだけど。ライフイズストレンじゃないでしょ。このアウターワールドじゃねえ。なんだっけ、もう一個の方。こっちじゃない方。なんだっけな。忘れちゃった。レッドデッドリデンプションもやって、カップヘッドね。カップヘッド。It takes two とBNG スノーラナー、エイペックス、プラネットズー。こっちだ。アウターワールドだ。こっち。これね、結構名作ですよ。赤炉はちょっとな所長のジャンルじゃないですよね。ねえなうわ、コットン懐かしい。マジか。ペーパープリーズですよね。これ新作ぼちぼち出るんじゃねえの？ルーカス・ポープ。このリターン・オブ・ザ・ブラディンは、ほんと素晴らしかったね、これ。俺の中でマジで2018年のゲーム・オブ・ザ・イヤーだけどな。これ結局取れなかったんだよね。いや、これは絶対一度はプレイしてほしい、アドベンチャーゲーム好きとしては。ベータ？デベロッパーパブリッシャーホームページっていうのがあるんだ。ちょっとルーカスポープの新作って動いてないのかな？これ個人なんですで、しかも確か日本に住んでるはず。奥さんが日本人じゃない？またね、微妙にイケメンなんだよな。微妙にじゃないね。めっちゃイケメンなんだけど、いや、新作動いてんのかな？そうそう、ペーパープリーズが、モバイル対応したんですよね。でも特に新作の話は出てこないのかな？そうね。今のところはペーパープリーズのあれか。モバイル対応の話で持ちきりですかね。おしゃれでしたよね。これ2022年4月か。いやー、素晴らしかったなー、でも。 や、ほんと素晴らしかったな。はい、というわけで、じゃあ寝ましょうか、皆さん。で、あと腹減った。どうしよう、マック行きたいけど、横浜まで車出すのめんどくせえな。それはめんどくしゃ。すき家、松屋、長距離ウーバーとかねえのかな。まさかの出前館なら、いや、ねえか。ねえな。はい。じゃあ、ロックスミスもやりて、久しぶりに。ちょっとロックスミスプラスにも期待しつつ、そうね、もうディスコエリジウムはやんねえかなっていう気がするな。そうそう、久しぶりにね、がっつり、ハートにぐさぐさ刺さるアドベンチャーやりてんだよな。ねえかな？なさそう。これ PC12 月って予定外だったわ。コンソールと合わせてよ、マジで。マジかよ。そういえば。あ、ね、かっちゃんね。あ、これか。あ、ゲームコンプレビュー。ねえ、チームトリプル V ってまだ頑張ってんだね。うわいい感じじゃん。ちょっと音聞こう。あれ？ いや、いいよ、これ。確かに。ライティングとテクスチャーめっちゃ上がってんじゃね。
game wasn't terribly well optimized on the early build, and then the final game was better optimized. Not perfect, but way better than the demo. Well, here we are at this early stage, a very early demo, and already it's more optimized than 2010, WRC 10 ever was. So in that sense, the optimization has moved on a long way, and it's running very well on my PC.
わあ、楽しみだね。
The demos you've seen was actually running my OBS, all the cameras and the game at the same time, and it's still able to do that and remain playable, which is something we probably would have struggled to have done in the past. So the old stages have been revised, lots of new little touches here and there. It makes it
古いステージもリバイスされてんだ。
before coming back to them and seeing the minor changes. Sometimes little bits have changed as well.
フォブなんか変わりました。これデフォルトかな。 モンテカーロ。あ、家のディテールも良くなってるんじゃない？
But also the snowfall and how the snow's fallen and where it has. Some of the stages you've known very well. You can be exploring them now in a different way.
ね、もう路面をプロシージャルとかに しちゃえば e スポーツ面白くなる。いや、e スポーツは面白くなんねえけど。わ、ドライ、ハンドルの動きも良くなってないこれ。そうそう、WRC になると6 to 6多分270とかだよね。これシリーズ最後になっちゃうんだ。すごい、でもこれ圧巻だな。
There's loads in there, just loads. So you can explore a stage, know it at a certain time of day, and explore it at different times with tires in different conditions. It is always a challenge to drive, so lots to explore there.
そうそう、一個アイデアとしては路面をさ、プロシージャルにしてアンジュレーションをランダム化しちゃえばすごい、それだけで面白くなるのにね。
better than ever before. It's got different lighting conditions. It looks more polished. It has a demo mode, some of which you'll be looking at here.
これソーラークラウン期待大か。
Remodeled cars, which now look better than ever. There's better textures, better shaders. The cars are better modeled than we've ever seen.
まあでも車のモデリングは WRC に関して言うと、その、ガチの WRC ファンからするとなんか甘いところはあるらしいんですけど。WRC10 のカスタムペイント使えねえのかな。
70 official teams, loads. And this year sees the introduction of the hybrid cars. A very exciting time for Rally moving to a new type of...
でも路面の設置感は相変わらずかな。
Okay, so energy systems and deployment. I've shown this on the main videos so far that have been up on the Steam page, but essentially you generate energy.
ハイブリッドエンジンとか興味ねえよな。
You might get wheel spin on a car combined with your energy deployment. They spin up very easily, very tricky indeed now. So if you've played, you're going to like it more than that in my review. In terms of viewpoints, you can play the game from several different viewpoints. You have your bumper cam, classic there, the bonnet cam, which is always good for seeing around your car. You have the cockpit cam, the forward cockpit cam, which is the one I tend to use now.
よくなってるな。ね、ウィンドスクリーンの確かにリフレクション反射もすごくいいし、あれ、ダッシュカムだと、ガラスの濃さが相まって、過去シリーズって結構暗くなるんだけど、これいい感じだね。うわぁ、いかれてる、やっぱり。ラリーすげえよな。これ走んだぜ。
And of course, then you have two behind the car, close behind the car, which is nice for seeing the car detail, and a bit further away as well. So, you can also change a field of view sliders.
あとはタイヤモデルだな。
Those views so far, because of the different views on offer, it worked very well for me.
パワースライドが楽しいゲームになってくれるとな。おー。へー。リアビューでもハイとかポジション、アングル変えられるんだ。確かに確かに。これはなかなか見ないね。ヒストリックカーがもうどうでもいいんだよ、もう。アルピーンとかさ、インテグラルとかもういつものじゃん。クロスプレイなの？まあいいや。うわぁ、やりたくなってきた。相変わらずな感じだな、でも。このね。
Suffice to say, so far it's a massive package. It's the biggest rally game we've ever had from
なんかいい感じにタイヤがスライド、ホイールスピンしつつ引っかいて前に曲がるみたいなところが、うわでも、岩のテクスチャーめっちゃ良くなってんじゃん。うわー、楽しみ。
End of the video, but we take these final few corners through the tunnels, new lighting.
いや、いいよ。
Again, throwing the car out, trying to hold it on the inside, down a gear, keeping traction and flat all the way to the finish. That's it for a bit of WRC Generations. More gameplay to come and more from me very soon.
へー、楽しみ。はい、つうわけでじゃあちょっとご飯食います。今日も遅くまでありがとうございました。さよなら。